Welcome, everybody, to the Road to the Summit, the official preview show of the Broker Carrier Summit. I'm Trey Griggs, joined by my good friend Kevin Hill down in Dallas. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. It's a great time to be around this week, the first full week of February, and I'm geared for 2025.
I know. We're under 100 days to the summit. It's going to be here before we know it. We're in season 2 of the Road to the Summit, so it's exciting second time around. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this. We got a show every other week here in February, and then starting in March, we're going to go every week highlighting sponsors, highlighting speakers, highlighting sessions, highlighting events, all the things that you need to know leading up to the summit. So make sure you tune in every Thursday starting in March, every week, every Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Time for the show. And before we get started, Kevin, we got a new sponsor of the show.
We do, yeah. Ty Software, our friends over at Ty. We got Mitch over there. We got Sean, and they are the new sponsors of the show here leading up to the Road to the Summit.
Yeah, we appreciate our friends over at Ty Software. They are the official podcast sponsor of the BCS. So they're going to have the podcast booth ownership this year at both summits. And they're going to be also a part of our show, a part of Dan's show on every Tuesday called the Freight Break Live. So you can tune in to watch that. But really thankful for our friends over at Ty Software for supporting us in that way. And for all of our sponsors. Man, we got such great sponsors as a part of this thing. I feel so blessed that we have such incredible companies that are supporting the BCS and what we're doing. And Ty is certainly one of them.
We do. We have a great sponsor list, and it goes to the quality of the Broker Carrier Summit and everything that's been put together. And we're going to preview some of it, coming up. I think it's April 27th to May 2nd.
April 28th.
Right?
We fly out on April 27th.
Oh, okay.
28th is the first day. In fact, we are officially 81 days out. I mean, it's coming pretty fast. We got 81 days until the Post and Pray Classic, which is the kickoff event for the tournament. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be at Sagamore Country Club, which is a private country club. This is the best golf course we've been to so far. They're giving us the facility for the entire day. Wow. Like it's closed. And so we have the whole facility. We'll have the whole course. Nobody, no other players sneaking in. We're going to have a phenomenal awards dinner the evening of at the club, giving away all our awards. We're going to have great networking, drinking afterwards, a little bit of food, chipping contest, putting contest, phenomenal sponsors at every hole. If you're coming to the summit and you love to play golf, make sure you sign up through the C-Vent application when you register for the summit. Make sure you add the golf registration as well. This year, you can sign up as an individual or you can sign up as a team. We prefer you sign up as a team. Bring somebody from your company, form a team, and let's see who the best company golfers are in the industry. It's going to be a phenomenal event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And you've got one other thing that you get with the golf. You get great swag. Like these
you get
hats
great
right
swag.
Here,
this branded Bills hat. You get great swag like
yeah.
this, custom golf gloves, all kinds. We don't mess around. Every player gets a dozen premium golf balls. Kevin, we don't mess around. I've always said it's better to have no swag than bad swag. So we don't do that. We don't mess around with bad swag. We give away the best stuff possible. It's going to be great. Our sponsors give away good stuff. Our friends at Avanza gave away Honduras coffee last time at their hole that they sponsored. Yeah. We gave away a putter. Our friends at SigmaSolve raffled off or did a competition for a putter that Ed Stockman from Neutral won. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a phenomenal thing. So it's going to be on the 28th. The entire event is the 28th through May 2nd. And Kevin, this year we're calling it Summit Week. Man, we're just going to have an entire week of activities. The golf tournament's on Monday. If you don't play golf, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about that. Tuesday, all-day learning labs with guys like Adam Wingfield and Melanie Patterson and Tony Singh. And I'm going to be doing one with Samantha Jones and Coleman Ruff and a few other people. It's going to be great. Full day of learning labs from 8 in the morning until 5 in the evening with a little lunch break. We got our opening reception. We got some great keynote speakers. We got breakout sessions. And then Friday morning is just breakfast. So Friday morning, have breakfast, network with some people on your way out the door, and then get the heck out, go home, be home before dinner, of course, have a good time. So it's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, packed learning lab and then the networking, right? And it's not abstract networking. It is doing deals, smaller brokers and carriers come together and covering loads. And it's a great sight to see.
That's right. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of one of those keynote speakers that we have coming today, one of our guests on the show today is one of those speakers, and we're going to bring him up here. I'm so excited to welcome to the show the badass motivational speaker and my friend who's also part of Iron Minds in the Morning, Nick Klingensmith, joining the show today. What's up, Nick? How are you, my friend?
I'm outstanding, man. I'm happy to be here, and I love this theme music.
I felt like this song would go well with you. I felt like it would go well with what you're doing. So I had to give you a little love coming in. Welcome to the show. How's everything going for you?
We are on fire, man. We kicked the year off right, and we're just going to carry this momentum forward. I'm spreading it everywhere I go.
All right, so listen, some people don't know your story. Now, I wouldn't want to give everything away because people are going to come to the BCS in April. They're going to hear from you, but you've been through some stuff in life, dude. Like you've been through some things you've had to overcome. Talk very briefly about your story and what you're excited to talk about at the BCS. What you think you're going to talk about, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You're still working on it.
My story is that I'm a 4-time cancer survivor. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I have 7 herniated discs from 2 different rollover fatality car accidents. I have nerve damage, sleep apnea. I almost died from meningitis. Terrorists once put a nerve gas bomb threat on my airplane. It's not relevant, but I like to drop it in there anyway for shock effect. And in the last 8 years, I've completed over 107 Spartan races, which are obstacle course races, 6 major marathons, including Boston, Chicago, New York, and Berlin. I've raised $25,000 for charity in the process, and I've run another 100 obstacle courses, Sufferfest, etc. And in 2021, I published my first book, Through the Fire, which is the story I just told you. But it was in late 2023 that I left logistics after nearly 20 years in sales and leadership to pursue this career as a speaker and a coach. And so what do I want to talk about at BCS? Here's the things that I've learned from my story that I think are going to be the most relevant. Number one, I lean in heavy into purpose. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It matters why you're doing it. And I think that's relevant for so many people. I talk about personal responsibility because there was a moment in my journey where I had to stop playing the victim and I had to claim responsibility for everything in my hula hoop. And I've determined that personal responsibility creates personal freedom. It's empowering. But the most important thing I want to lean into is on the importance of community and relationships. You know, especially in this industry, we hear about relationships so often, but I'm a perfect example because I'm on this show right now and I'm going to be at this show from relationships. And it was just through networking and trying to help others win and trying to take what I've acquired to help me overcome adversity and obstacles and help others do the same.
Yeah, you know, the way that we connected was actually through the Logistics Lounge people. Kevin, I don't know if you know this story or not, but do you remember at the BCS last time, the Logistics Lounge crew were wearing pink shirts and they were bringing breast cancer awareness because it was October and it was in Fort Worth. And so they were wearing these pink shirts and I was like, dude, those shirts are dope. Like I want one of those shirts. And they said, well, let me tell you about it. And it was actually to partner with Nick, who has an organization. I think it's like Real Men Wear Pink or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's raising money for breast cancer awareness and other things like that. And so that's how so I was like, well, I'd like to talk to this guy. I'm actually interested in doing that. We actually have an initiative, which we're not going to share right now. We have to hold some of this back, which is hard because, you know, I love to tell people everything. We got to hold this secret because we have something in October that Nick's going to be a part of at the BCS that's going to be really special. So excited about that. And that's exactly how we got connected, was just through a t-shirt that, you know, Pedro Potato was wearing at the BCS in Fort Worth.
So I was also through relationships, through networking. I formed a relationship with the American Cancer Society last year, and I spoke at one of their events, which was probably the coolest thing I've ever done. And then, of course, I was asked if I would participate in Men Wear Pink to fundraise. I don't own any pink, nothing. So I put it out to my network, and I started hitting up anybody with a logo. Hey, would you like to donate some sort of pink swag? I'll wear it and whatever. And so Pedro and Hunter, man, they jumped all over that. They literally created the shirt for me.
They did. They designed it, yeah.
And that was, I like to say that the BCS last year was the most successful conference I've never been to.
We're excited to have that distinction. We're helping people who aren't even there.
Exactly.
And it goes back
That's
to
awesome.
to what Jason Roberts actually we were talking about on the golf course in Dallas here. Your net worth is your network, or your network is your net worth. However it goes, it works both ways though.
You know, I was looking at a keynote I'm going to deliver next week actually, and on the topic of personal responsibility, I really lean into the fact, because when I was in logistics, I used to have an office, and I asked everyone to commit to this, where I said, it may not be our fault, but it is our responsibility. I took blame and excuses off the table. Now, at first, that drives people nuts because they don't have the safety net, right? But after a little bit, they realize they're actually empowered to simply fix it. And we begin to focus on solutions and not problems. And I think that's one of the things I'm really excited about. One of the things I just constantly hear about this conference and why I'm excited to be there as well is because communication helps do that. It's so easy to just blame the other guy, especially when we don't know them, when we don't know who they are. You know, we've mentioned this before, Trey. We see Chiefs or Eagles. We see red or blue. You know, we see wait staff or cooking. What we don't see is just a human being who quite honestly probably shares the same goals and ambitions. We can help each other win when we just avoid the mud altogether.
Yeah, that's so true. And one thing I love about what you say is, you know, not beating yourself up, giving yourself grace, forgiving yourself. You know, you might have a bad day today in whatever way. It might be in what you're eating. It might be in your physical activity or lack thereof. It might be in how you treated people or lost your temper or whatever it is. But like that moment's gone. Like that moment's gone. I know it's really big for you is to make sure that people keep that on top of their mind. That like, don't harbor on the past. Don't let the fact that yesterday was bad sneak into today and make today bad as well.
You know, it's also part of the speech where I say we wake up with yesterday. We always wake up with yesterday's problems. But yesterday ain't got nothing to do with today. This isn't blackjack. It's roulette. Every day is an independent spin, and we can live it and play it that way.
And it's high odds,
I love that.
too, right? It's 35-1. Every spin is 35-1, right? And you got to play
Double green every time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
And we all make mistakes. We all screw up. You know, I do it on a daily basis. It doesn't matter because you have to screw up to get to the wins, right?
I mean, candidly,
right?
I'm sorry, I was going to say that both of my books, including Selling Inspired, if it weren't for my mistakes, I wouldn't be on this show right now. The value that I have to help others with is through not just what I went through, but when I am able to admit how I looked at it through the eyes of a victim for so long and how that kept me stuck. That was all about blame and resentment and fear, you know, taking personal responsibility, moving beyond that. Now I can look at it like, honest to God, man, I am happy to be a cancer survivor. I'm happy that I have cancer. I'm happy that I have diabetes. I am thrilled to be in recovery because I have a purpose to help other people now. I have a reason to get out of bed in the day that's not just about me. The little things that get in the way that everybody goes to aren't so catastrophic when you realize you just have a higher purpose for what you're doing.
Yeah, you start to see those things as true gifts, you know, and appreciate them. Man, I'm fired up. I can't wait for you to take the stage. I can't wait to introduce you on the main stage at BCS. Man, thanks for joining us on the show today, just to give people just a little preview of what they can expect when Nick Klingensmith takes the Broker Carrier Summit stage in April.
Thank you for having me. We'll see you there.
We'll see you soon, buddy.
Thanks, Nick.
Man, Kevin, listen, I can't wait. That's going to be so good whenever he gets up on stage. Man, I had the chance to get to know that guy. He's the real deal. He walks the walk, he talks the talk, and it's going to be an honor to introduce that guy on stage. And I don't think people are going to really grasp what they're getting when he takes the stage, but hopefully over time and they get to know him and his message, they'll understand that the guy's just tremendous. Adam Robinson in the comments. What's up, my friend? Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Cool,
Nick,
Adam.
definitely dropping dimes today. Thanks for that. Texas Trucker. Yep, we will see you there, my friend. We got some stuff to talk about, by the way. We got some opportunities. Your name came up today, so we're going to be reaching out to talk to you about some of those opportunities. It's going to be a lot of fun having you there as well in Indianapolis. All right, Kevin. So listen, I've got to talk about some of the new things that are going to happen at the summit in Indianapolis. All right. Now I'm going to share one. You might have one as well, but I'm excited about this one. On Wednesday night this year, we are doing late night karaoke because let me tell you, there's some truck drivers out there and some freight brokers that can sing. And we're going to have fun with that. So 10 to 12, Wednesday night, we're doing karaoke. I'm still looking for a sponsor for that. So listen, if you're listening to this program and you want to sponsor late night karaoke, you reach out to me and we'll make it happen. We got a DJ coming. There's a really cool speakeasy in the basement of the train station where this is going to happen. About 150 to 200 people can comfortably be in this room. It's just going to be one of those extra events. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait, dude. That's one of my favorite new things for the summit this time around.
And that's an exciting opportunity to sponsor because your name's associated with something that is going to be a boatload of fun.
Yeah, quite memorable,
right? It's going to be something that's going to be talked about. It's probably going to go viral for all the good reasons and bad reasons out there. A lot of videos. So if you're thinking that it sounds like a good idea, get in touch with us.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a good time with that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. What's a new thing that you're looking forward to?
A new thing I'm looking forward to is the expansion of the networking, right? The networking lunches and kind of the time frame. I think that is number one thing that I'm looking forward to. really, really sharpening the knife on the precision of orchestrating that.
Well, we're going to do 2 luncheon lanes this year because we
Yeah.
have 2 lunches. So this time we have lunch on Wednesday, we have lunch on Thursday, and we're going to do luncheon lanes twice. So that gives people twice as much opportunity to meet like-minded people, to continue those conversations. Like, we want carriers to walk away with loads that are being tendered right away. We want brokers to walk away with carriers that they can trust and they've met, a plethora of them. We're shooting for 3-to-1 carriers to brokers ratio. That's what we're going for. So listen, if you're a carrier out there, we want you to come to this event. You're going to meet brokers who are going to take care of you. They're going to meet brokers that have consistent freight, who are going to keep you moving, help you become a little more reliable or a little more stable in your business. That's what it's all about. And we're having 2 sessions this year, not just one. So that's going to be really exciting. Coleman says, karaoke is my nightmare fuel. Listen, let me just tell you something. This guy says this, but if you play the right song, he gets all into it. And
Does he?
Yes, we did karaoke at the BCG retreat back in 2023. And he was like, I'm not going to sing. And then one song came on. I'm not going to tell people what that song is right now, but one song came on and this dude was all in. So that's not completely true, my friend. We're going to have to get you up there behind the mic, having a little bit of fun. So it's going to be a good time. Okay, let's bring on our next guest. Something we're doing new this year, not so much a part of the summit, but associated with the summit, is the Big Road Tour. We're going to 12 cities in 12 months to do little happy hours, about 4-hour happy hours with carriers and brokers that are either part of it or want to be a part of it, haven't been able to come yet. It's going to be awesome. Our first one is actually Monday in Vegas, February 10th from 7 to 10, the Big Road Tour. And it is sponsored by our friends over at Multi-Service Fuel Card. And we have other sponsors that are part of it as well, doing it in conjunction with our friend Nate Johnson over at Freight Movement. And today, on this show, we have the representative from Multi-Service Fuel Card, the Director of Business Development. Please give it up for Jessica Dotson in the house. I got music for you too. It's low. Oh no, it's low. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see what we got here. Not that one. Not that one. Here we go.
Asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know your political affiliation, but I just love it when people do that. Really smart, and people put like mix match stuff together like that. Just having a little fun. Jessica, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I am fantastic. I want to point out, I have no clue how I'm going to follow Nick. What an incredible human that I can't wait to meet him.
You know what? You don't have to follow Nick, all right? Because Nick does his thing. He's got his story. You have your own story, and that's what we're going to talk about here. And first of all, we're very excited that you guys are partnering with us on the Big Road Tour. We're going to 12 amazing cities across the country this year. Just to name a few of them, obviously Vegas. We're going to Louisville, San Antonio, Detroit. Let's see what else we got. Los Angeles, Laredo, Philadelphia, Atlanta. I mean, we're going to a lot of really cool places where a lot of amazing brokerages and trucking companies are based out of. And you guys are a huge part of that. So thank you so much for being the headline sponsor of the Big Road Tour.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait to see the energy, the ideas, and maybe even the questionable moves at these networking events. Thank you.
There could be some fun things that go viral there as well. And one of the things that we're doing is, obviously with you guys as a partner, we want to talk about the fuel card and what else you guys offer and your role. You're going to be speaking at the BCS Summit in Indianapolis as well, which we're really appreciative of that as well. Yeah. But something that we're doing at the Big Road Tour events is we're going to be selling Big Road Tour t-shirts. It's going to have all the dates on the back. It's going to have a cool logo that our friend Jenny Malafarina over at Virago Marketing designed for us. And we're going to sell those shirts, and the profits are going to go to our 2 designated charities with the BCS, and that is Reads Across America and Truckers Against Trafficking. And so we're just excited to start putting all this together. And again, couldn't have happened without you guys. So thank you so much for that.
Well, I am beyond excited. This is going to be a fun tour to be a part of. Lots of great events at the summit. I'm also honored to be hosting the women and logistics events that are going to be happening at the summit. So that's really filling to me. I like to bring awareness and help.
You're stealing the thunder. We're going to get there. We're going to talk about that.
What I meant to say was Trey has some exciting announcements. So
let's start off with, let's give Multi-Service Fuel Card a little bit of love. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do, the benefits that you provide for carriers and for brokers. Talk about how you're working with both sides to help with fuel costs.
Yeah, absolutely. My role here is unique. My husband and myself, we own our own small trucking company. We have the Multi-Service Fuel Card. So when I speak about it professionally and personally. And the level of savings that we've benefited as a business has been incredible. That goes across the board. We are able to provide a mobile app to drivers out there to really understand the savings along their routes. There's a big deception in the industry that discount is everything. It has something to do with it, but whenever you have the full picture and understanding the true savings along your route, you have a nice discount. But with our mobile app, it identifies locations that are already priced down 30 to 80 cents cheaper, even with a discount at one of the other locations. So it's an incredible tool that shows cost savings real time when you're planning. My husband sits in his truck, planning his route, checking his tires, programming in where he's going to go, setting up his ELDs, and he brings up the mobile app and he points in where he's starting, where he's going, and he can strategically plan the fueling events to optimize savings and run a lean business. So that's one of the many functions that we have. Our platform also accommodates really cool reporting options for your IFTA filing, which I personally do for our business as well. It's a nightmare, but fortunately, we have reporting in our platform that makes it way easier than what it used to be, and in my opinion, with other providers that we used to use. So speaking personally.
So Jessica, it was great meeting you at the last Broker Carrier Summit, and then we met. I think we ran into each other at the Women Trucking Conference as well.
I stalked you at the Women in Trucking Conference. I'm good at that. I waited for my moment to pounce. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and looking forward to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward. Okay, we'll speak personally, professionally again, right? Personally, speakeasies are my jam. I am so excited about that. I am hyped about getting down there and relaxing and enjoying the entertainment. And
you want to know what Coleman's song is, don't you? You want to know.
I want to know what your song is. I want to know what Kevin's song is.
Don't tell people the song. You got to come and find out.
Don't ever try to get me to have a song, Trey. I love the intro music. I'm not a dancer, and I am definitely not a karaoke singer, but I am down for a good time. So I'm excited about a speakeasy. That'll be fun. Professionally, it's the networking. It's networking with like-minded people. The benefit that I find partnering with the Broker Carrier Summit and being involved in it as much as I am allowed to is that they share the same values as our company shares and I share. Customer intimacy, just like Nick mentioned, strong relationships, driver-focused approach, honesty, integrity, and mutual respect. Together, that creates very solid and long-term relationships, and that's what I get excited about the most.
Yeah, and your team's been phenomenal to work with. I love working with you guys, with Patricia and just the team over there. So we're excited to have you on board. And you mentioned something that we do need to bring up, and that is you're a part of the Women in Logistics Initiative, which we just launched at the last one in Fort Worth. That's something that we wanted to make a priority as part of the BCS. And you're now part of that. Give us an update on what's going on. I know that Dawn's a part of it. Rachel's chairing that. Rachel Backfish over at Green Screens. But talk a little bit about what's going on, what the vision is, where it's headed, and what we can expect.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to the leadership team. I'm not a part of the committee, the leadership portion of this, but I was flattered to be able to be chair of the event side. Rachel's a chair of the membership side, and then we have other chairs for the education piece, and then tons of individuals that signed up to be members to help out, to support. So we have different committees for these events. It's something cool that's came to fruition so fast, and the ideas are just sparking off the walls, and we can't keep up fast enough. I'm extremely excited to be the face of the events. That's kind of my thing too. I like to be able to be there, network, bring in ideas that I've learned from different conferences, summits, my travel throughout the years, and be able to add value in those arenas. Fortunately, travel a lot, and so I've been able to pull off ideas from different events that I feel like are core values of the summit, which are those networking opportunities. So yeah, definitely excited about bringing the women together in these summits, and together we rise. And we can help each other out. So definitely excited about that.
There's a couple of things to look forward to here with this, especially. So there's a women in logistics mixer that's going to happen before the opening reception. So that's on Tuesday night, 5:30 to 6:30 in the main area there. So it's easy to find. We'll have signage up. It's pretty close to the registration booth, actually. So it'll be super easy for people to see that and to be a part of that. So that's going to be fun. You're going to have a chance to talk about what you guys are going to be doing, some of the initiatives. People can join and become a member of that initiative and what you guys are doing. You're also going to be selling some T-shirts. We're going to have a merch table. This is something new in Indianapolis. We're going to have a merch table and information stand in Indianapolis. And we'll be selling some custom Women in Logistics T-shirts. You guys are going to have your own logo, which we've already started to put out there. And we're going to use that money as well to donate to our charities as well. And so it's exciting to also have some branding and some merch and really kind of moving this forward from a brand awareness perspective. And that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, some other great opportunities that I clearly am a spoiler alert person, so I'm going to just calm down with information sharing. But we're trying to also gather together areas at the event in Indy for more networking opportunities and drink bubblies and have a good time and be able to sit and collaborate with colleagues and meet people. So networking is key. And so we're wanting to immerse ourselves in that arena as well.
Yeah. Well, again, we're excited that you guys are a part of what we're doing, especially just you and Trish and the team. Been fun to work with you. The Big Road Tour is going to be great. Women Logistics Initiative is going to be great. You're also going to be on a breakout session. You're going to be leading a breakout session. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's exciting. So we're going to have a panel of drivers, different fleet sizes, to offer intelligent information regarding how to run an efficient and sustainable trucking company and how to build into a bigger trucking company. Have a little bit of experience myself, as I mentioned before, on running a trucking company next to my husband. And so it's really cool to be a part of that session with some really solid trucking companies and small trucking company owners. Yeah.
Yep. The name of that session is going to be Understanding Your Costs to Maximize OR, operating ratio. And so that's going to be really valuable. Obviously, you guys know a thing or two about costs, not only as owner operators yourself, but as a fuel card company that helps a lot of other operators as well. Right. So that's going to be a great session. I'm really excited that you're doing that and looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite, Trey. It's been a real pleasure getting to know all of you, and the relationships I've built just within the board of Broker Carrier has just been really fulfilling. I really appreciate the opportunity.
That goes both ways. Thanks for joining us on the show today, and we'll see you not too long in Indianapolis.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jessica.
Man, that's going to be awesome. There's I love seeing people dive in and kind of get their hands dirty, a part of the mission, a part of pushing this thing forward. I got to tell you, we have an army of volunteers at the BCS that say, you know what, not only are we going to sponsor, not only are we going to attend, but how else can we help? I've never been a part of something where people literally are asking me, can I do something else? Is there more? Are there other ways that I can help out? And it's like, man, this is like really exciting. So Jessica's one of those. She's part of the army. She's just always kind of thinking of ideas and how we can make it better. And we appreciate that, man. We need more people like that. But there's just so many good people out there that are just saying, hey, what can I do? How can I help out? And that's what makes this thing happen. So
it's a great, it's the epitome of grassroots. It's really grassroots, and people are building this up. And
very much grassroots. Yeah, that's for sure. Very much grassroots. All right. So we have one more guest we want to bring on the show today. We have a first-time attendee, meaning this guy hasn't even been to one yet. He's only been hearing about the summit. He's already jumped in. He's somebody I've known for over a decade in the industry, and he just got a new gig. So please welcome to the show the president of Boost Transport, my good friend, Justin Smith, in the house. What's up, my friend? How are you?
Perfect walk-up music.
I know you live in Idaho, but I just figured we'd do something a little different, have a little fun with it. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is on many playlists of mine.
That's awesome, dude. Hey man, how are you doing, man? How's everything going for you? Thanks for joining the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's nice to have a couple friends to talk with on this lovely Thursday. So,
man, this is crazy. I've known you for over a decade. We met back in your Pro Star days back in Salt Lake City, and I told you this off screen. I'll tell you again. One of the most impressive leaders that I know. Just the way you carry yourself, the way you handle yourself, what you know about brokerage, your heart to help people. You've kind of jumped into a couple of different brokerages for about 3 to 4 years at a time and really helped grow them and move them in that direction. And I know that you love that, like helping companies really get on solid footing. And to do that, I assume you're doing the same thing at Boost. We haven't really talked about it yet, but tell me a little bit about Boost Transportation, and then why are you interested in coming to the BCS? What is it, man? What drew you in?
Yeah, very happy to be joining Boost as their president and partnering with Todd Gailey. We have an awesome, brand new 100,000 square foot warehouse in Gainesville, Georgia, new equipment and everything. So me taking over all the logistics vertical really is going to free up my partner Todd to focus on warehouse fulfillment side of our business. And, kind of going back to those ProStar days, I mean, there's a lot of similarities in that model with ProStar Fulfillment.
I remember that, yeah.
Spinning out to ProStar Logistics. And I have no idea what Maersk bought Visible for, but I don't know that I've got vision and ambition there, but I don't know if it's that big. But So,
It turned out pretty good for him, that's for sure. But like just the playbook that you have of what you're doing, obviously, I have no doubt you're going to be successful. You're just with Concept Logistics, you guys did some great work there. Now with Boost Transport, so that's really exciting. But what is it about this BCS that you've signed up and you're going to be a part of it, man? We're excited you're coming. Like honestly, if you had a list and transportation of people that I want to come to this event, you're on it. I'm excited that you're coming, man.
Yeah, happy to join, and thank you for that. Boost is a very well-known, reputable LTL brokerage. We have a bit of a blank canvas on the truckload side of things, so definitely looking forward to attending, meet with carriers, and planning out the future there. Got some more announcements coming on how we're building that out and bringing in some talent to really take us to that next level. So.
And
awesome.
Justin,
Kevin, what do you got? You're in.
Oh yeah, we've known each other about a decade. Probably known Trey a little bit longer. Back in the Pro Star days, and all of that.
Trying to steal my thunder right now? Is that what you're doing? You're stealing my thunder here, Kevin? All right.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
All right.
Congratulations on the new gig, number one, and you bring a lot of LTL. You're AKA Justin Smith, AKA LTL Justin. So. Exciting for you, and exciting that you're coming out to the Broker Carrier Summit. You can see what the buzz is all about, the excitement. And I guess the first question is, what are you really looking for whenever you're showing up? What's causing you to take that action?
Yeah, the networking with carriers. I love that it's carrier focused. Our intention as we build up the truckload side is to really be big promoters of the carriers, help them find better freight, help them be more profitable. So I like the mixture of a carrier focus, conference, Broker Carrier Summit. Looking forward to seeing the tech. And I guess I should kind of have a shameless plug. As a big LTL provider, we do a lot of co-brokerage reselling. I mean, we're one of the biggest resellers in the Thai marketplace. So make sure your sponsor gets some love here. That was one of the benefits of this move is I get to stay in Thai and go to a company who's a big reseller of our LTL rates in there. So get to network with some truckload brokers that probably need a better LTL solution as well. There's a lot I'm looking forward to with that. Seeing you guys in person will be one of those benefits.
See, Kevin, this is what I'm talking about. More brokers that have this attitude about taking care of carriers, helping them become profitable, helping them stay, keep those wheels turning and create stability so that they can buy a second truck, buy a third truck, really be able to do that and grow. Like that's what it's all about. If you're a broker out there and you share that passion, make sure you sign up for the Broker Carrier Summit. By the way, it's not too late. We haven't even plugged it. Go to brokercarriersummit.com. We still have early bird pricing going on in the month of February. We might have a promotion next Friday for Valentine's Day. Just throwing that out there. If you want to put that on your calendar to sign up next Friday on Valentine's Day, you might get a little extra money off in that regard. But go to brokercarriersummit.com, check it out, register. If you're like-minded like Justin is, this is the event for you. Justin, I'm so excited that you're going to be part of this, man, because that is the heart of it. We want these small carriers who have trouble finding really good brokers, because honestly, if you're a small carrier and you're running the load boards, you're probably going to hit some of the larger brokerages and you just don't know who you're working with. You don't know these people. It's just somebody on the other end of a phone. You hope they're trustworthy. You hope they're going to pay on time. But when you come to the summit and you have lunch with somebody like Justin, you start to realize that there are good brokers out there that want to help you out and want to make life better and easier for you as a small carrier. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that. As our truckload gets on the level of our LTL, our managed transportation definitely brings a better type of freight to the carriers we work with, more dedicated lanes and whatnot. So looking forward to seeing the carrier turnout, see you guys and network with everybody.
And see, this is an interesting part of the conversation is you just talked about the process that you're going to go through to get better freight for the carriers. This is great to tell them about because then they can understand how you work. I mean, as I was a broker, and Kevin, you talk about this all the time. Brokers are essentially the outsourced sales team for a carrier. Like you're the ones that are going out and getting the freight for them. I mean, you're the salespeople for them. And to understand your process of how you go about getting better freight is something that I hope you'll share with carriers as you talk. We've got to get you on a panel one of these days. If not this time, definitely in the next one, because your voice is one that needs to be heard. But Kevin, this is what it's all about.
It is. It's what it's all about. It's making those connections and doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And we like to say this, Justin, the Broker Carrier Summit's where brands are elevated and where deals get done, man. It's all about actually finding people to do business with. So I'm excited that you get to check it out. I know you'll have some critical reviews for us because you're just that kind of person. You'll help us become better. And I'm looking forward to that as well. But thanks for coming to the summit. Thanks for being on the show today and telling us why you're going to be a first-time attendee in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. Looking forward to the next time.
We'll see you real soon, my friend.
Thanks, Justin.
Kevin, listen, man, we got a lot to look forward to. This is going to be exciting. Our next show, so listen, Manifest comes up next week. No show next week. We'll be back on the air on the 20th. We'll have our next episode of the Road to the Summit. So we'll have usually a broker, a carrier, a sponsor, and a speaker is what we're shooting for. If you want to be on the Road to the Summit and you're going to or have been to a broker carrier summit, let us know. We'd love to have you on the show. And we got a couple other things to talk about before we close it out, Kevin. So we have a couple of podcasts that we're doing now that are part of the BCS. We have the Freight Break Live with Dan Lindsay. It's every Tuesday at noon, except next week we're off because of Manifest. But he's having great guests on there, one-on-one conversations with BCS members, with sponsors, with industry influencers, and some of the leaders in the industry. Some interesting conversations that he's having around topics in the industry, which is exciting. And then we didn't mention this earlier, but Nick Klingensmith and Michael Lombard and I, every Tuesday morning at 6 a.m., we got Iron Minds, where we're talking about how to really find your tribe, how to get your mind right, get your body moving, and make sure you take care of yourself and all those types of topics. So we've got a few things going on that people can check out. And the last thing I'll say, Kevin, something's coming. Something big is coming.
Something is coming. It definitely
we got a big announcement. I'll just tell everybody this. February 18th. It's a Monday. Got a big announcement on Monday the 18th. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. And until then, Kevin, man, I'm excited for Indy. Can't wait to get there. Party words, my friend. We're about to close this thing out.
I'm just ready to get to Indy. It's going to be a blast, and something's coming before then too. So,
like, I like the show, but I just want to get to Indy. I just can't wait to get there and have a good time. So it's going to be fun. Thanks to Nick and Jessica and Justin for being our guests today on the show. And until next time, we'll see you guys soon. This has been the Road to the Summit, sponsored by friends over at Ty Software. See you in a couple weeks, my friends. Take care.